How about that? Jim Wilsing, thank you for being with me here today. Jim, nice to see you again, as always.
It's an honor, always.
And always an honor, with these wonderful accordions surrounding us, isn't that right?
You're sitting in a plethora of accordions.
A plethora of not only any accordions, but Maxine's Group's
And
accordions imported by Imperial Accordion Company in Chicago, right?
Yes, and they're just marvelous. They're just beautiful instruments in every way.
Just beautiful. How about you tell us about your personal accordion that we imported for you? At Imperial, it's a Sonola Loretto 2. How about you tell them a little more about it?
Well, I approached Ryan about a smaller instrument for myself. I can't say enough about this instrument. It is the finest accordion that I've ever touched. It has everything that I want. It's got a beautiful Celeste on it. It has enough keys for all of the music that I play.
A little more than the standard 48 bass of yesteryear, right? More modernized.
Yes, and the reeds are second to none. The sound is just beautiful. I had a woman come in to, I work part-time in a restaurant and bar situation, and I was playing the accordion. She said, after I finished playing, she just said to me, I've never heard an instrument like that. She said, I've heard accordions. She said, but this one has a really special sound, and it does. There's no question about it. The keyboard is outstanding. It just responds to everything you do. It's lightning fast, faster than I am. But it
really is. It's like
really
any of these accordions sitting in front of us, produced through Imperial Accordion Company by Maxine's Group, are just phenomenal instruments.
Yeah.
I mean, how about you tell them about the spring tension in comparison to every accordion you played? Like, compare, let's say, don't give me a name brand, but other accordions you own of the same size.
Well, first of all, like I said, the action on here is lightning fast. It responds from really powerful crescendos down to the softest that you ever want to make.
Yeah, and that would be doing with the reed tongue as well, because you're familiar with the way I do accordions for the company and other customers.
The response, I guess, is the word I was kind of looking for.
Yes, the reed response, and even when you press the key halfway down, how about you show them that it's still going to play and barely pull? How about you give it a big gust on musette? And it still responds. It
still responds. It does not go up in pitch. It stays right on pitch.
And I never thought about that. Thank you for bringing that up. It's not only the volume dynamics, but it's the accuracy of the pitch.
Right.
In relation. As a tuner, I should keep that in mind.
Exactly. It's just, you know, if you look at the workmanship also, I want to say something about the bling that's on here.
Oh, the bling. All of you go around and tell them about all these ones bling. Being that you saw these two the first time today and you owned this beauty for a while.
Right. On a lot of accordions, previous ones that I've owned, the bling on it were stones that actually were proud of the surface. Yeah. Okay. And a lot of them were missing, and a lot of them through use and so forth would bust off, fall out, whatever. What they've done with the Sonola now is the bling is gorgeous, except that the stones have been filed flat to the surface.
They're almost seated in, right, and then filed.
They're seated in, so there's no
the actual celluloid.
Yeah, there's no possibility of losing one.
That's very amazing.
Which is really cool.
What Max and his group have done for
Right, and when you're playing on stage and you have lights on this instrument, it just sparkles.
It does. How about you show them the inside of your bellows? How you stand up with that beautiful. These are black on this accordion, right?
Yes.
And it's got this beautiful binding. It's the modern day style with the ribbon look to it. Just beautiful. And it has this eagle. It's hard to see, or this bird, like design on the grill. The wings come up. It's the only 48 bass I've ever seen with that design.
48 bass.
Sonola.
Loretto 2. It's absolutely gorgeous.
One of a kind. You can't get another one. You can order one similar, right?
Yeah, I would never part with this instrument.
Yes. So Jim, I'm gonna talk to them a little bit about this one, and I'm gonna have you review as being an Imperial artist yourself, playing their instruments. What do you think of this butt accordion?
Well, first of all,
have I played this for you before? Tell the audience.
No, he has not played it yet.
I have not played it yet today or ever.
He just arrived at my house here.
Yeah.
We were going to play a little together, and he brought these, and I had never seen these before. This is absolutely stunning, beautiful. It's a jet black, a beautiful matte black finish with gold tones.
All gold hardware, we
all
call it.
gold, and it's just,
Even the brackets, the
it's
screws, the
just beautiful.
pins.
And the keyboard,
It reminds you of your Sonola, right?
it does.
It's light and fast. I want you to feel mine. You
Yes.
felt yours, I felt yours, I've sold you yours.
It's very, it's very, very fast.
Very fast. That button
And it
accordion.
has sparkles, almost like little gems in each button,
Yeah.
which is, I've never seen on an accordion before. It's just beautiful.
And these Norteno button accordions do not have bass reeds, as we were talking about on my way in,
Right.
as we were greeting each other.
And I have
These are the air buttons in their
Right.
culture, right?
Right, and I have yet to hear this instrument. I can't
Yes.
wait to hear it.
And if they can't see it in the video, what are the inner bellows? They're black, but there's a shimmer of,
There's a shimmer of gold.
almost like a spray paint vibe,
And-
kind of artistic, very
Yes.
artistic.
Very beautiful.
And the stones are inlaid in the celluloid.
Yeah, they're
The
flat,
maps
just
are-
like they are on my
They're
Sonola.
flush. Let's hear a little Mexican polka.
Sounds good.
And I'll have you just listen to this one, then we'll have you play us out another tune on yours. Here, this is a two-tone button accordion, which means the 3 rows change on this instrument when you hit a switch. So I can get the keys of F, B flat, and E flat. And I get different tone combinations. That was the 2-reed tremolo. This is one of the clarinets. And the other clarinet that builds up the tremolo. Now it also plays, when I hit the other master, another tremolo, but an E, A, D in the sharps. Have you ever heard that?
No,
I don't think you've ever even heard of a two-tone button accordion.
no.
Jim, what type of button box are you familiar with? How about you tell the audience?
Well, it's a Sylvanian button box that
that you formerly played, right? And still play.
Ryan sold me and formerly played, so it's a lot different. And
yeah.
Brian has to tell me about this because, as I said
It's a new
earlier,
animal.
I've never seen these accordions until about a half an hour ago.
Yeah. Have you seen the Honer Coronas, like the more basic model? I guess you call it more baseline model
Yeah.
of this. This is just a very top of the line
Yeah,
version
this
of
is
that.
this is over the top.
This takes it to a whole nother level, right, Jim?
Yeah.
Any of Max's products, any of
Yes.
Imperial's
Yeah.
wonderful accordions.
Yeah,
In
I
fact,
mean,
this
one
one
of the
is
things-
branded Imperial, as we see.
Yeah,
This is
they don't
Imperial's true accordion.
They don't spare anything as far as their design and the quality.
Oh yeah, it's
and
like this.
workmanship
this right next to
is
each other.
stunning.
Beautiful to see a room full of these now,
Yeah, it's just beautiful.
including your wonderful Lorello too.
Mhm.
Let's hear just the clarinets on the EAD roll for the audience. That was Musette. Here's the clarinets. And a little bit different sharpness to one, and the other one's a little flatter, which creates that waver. A treble, very traditional Mexican sound.
You have this
Very
beautiful
traditional.
crescendo. The button response is instantaneous.
I mean, you're sitting here, you see the fingers move this
Yeah,
second.
it's
Like
unbelievable.
you said. Yeah.
Responses to every little nuance. Beautiful.
That's something special about these accordions. I've played, as I listed on the website, many brands of accordions, none of which take it to the level of Imperial.
Right, I agree.
I think you could agree with that
Oh, I
statement.
agree. Yeah.
It takes it to a whole nother level, especially the reeds and the keyboard actions on these
Absolutely
accordions.
gorgeous.
And I always talk about bellow efficiency in comparing your previous accordions, right? And we're not even talking about bellow efficiency. Because if your bellows are tight, they're tight, correct?
Right.
But you've owned many accordions.
Right.
And it's the reed efficiency that responds to the bellows that are tight.
Right.
And that takes that to a whole other level.
Right. And these accordions have that quality.
Yes.
They respond to everything that you want to do with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not, with other accordions, you may have to work a little bit harder to achieve this sound, or a little less for
I
that
feel like
sound.
that was me with all my other accordions. You always had to work to that accordion.
Right.
These work for Us, for you, yeah, for us.
They really do. And once you get them in your hands, honestly,
You can't put them down.
you can't put them down. When I bought the accordion from Ryan, and he didn't have to talk me into it, all I had to do was play it. I've never played an instrument that responds like this one does.
In fact, you gotta talk me into it, because I had to get another one to replace it.
That's right. That's
Yes.
right. Ryan only had the one.
Only
and,
this one at the time, and this was
Yeah.
my baby.
Yeah, it's
Now it's
beautiful.
Jim's baby.
I will never ever part with this instrument. Not this one.
So, Jim, how about you play us another ditty? How about a polka of some sort?
How
You have a
about-
polka up your sleeve?
Yes. How about a little bit of Wolfie's polka?
Sure, I'll give it a listen before I play on this next accordion.
Okay, very good.
It's unbelievable how much air it does not take. Wow. So efficient. Hey, Wolfie's polka, a Jim
Wolfie's
Wilsing
polka.
original.
Wolfie's polka, for my cat.
For his cat, is right. What a wonderful cat that was when I met
Yes.
him years back.
Yeah.
No longer with us, but a wonderful cat. How about you tell us about the other reed combinations on your Loretto too?
Well,
It does not only have a musette.
No.
It's not a one-tone
it's a
accordion.
single reed which has just a beautiful.
Almost a chambered-like sound without a chamber on this small model. It's very deep for an accordion of this caliber. It's just amazing.
It's really rich, and I've heard people say, who are non-players, they'll say, well, my sister has a much larger accordion, or my brother has this other one that's huge, and they don't sound like this one does. They're not as rich sounding. How do they do that in a small size?
I'm still mind-boggled by this small
Yeah,
accordion.
yeah,
I mean, this one's phenomenal, which we're going to show them in a second. The Artist 6.
yeah. It's
Listen to
amazing
this
what they've
already.
done. The engineers that worked on this, they figured out how to get this
The big sound.
full sound out of this accordion is beyond belief. And the fact that this accordion is not, I don't know the exact weight of it, but I can play this effortlessly.
It's like one of these. It's light as a feather. It's like a
Yeah, it really
a
is.
Nortino button
It
accordion
really is.
and a 48-bass piano key.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And
How about you show us how it has a bassoon? Is what I was asking. It does not only have two middles. Correct?
I'll just start here on the bottom here with
That'd be awesome.
the
Sounds like a large 120 bass.
next one up.
Oh, and I love the master in here. It's got a nice tremolo music.
Master.
What do you think about that musette? So versatile, in my opinion.
The musette I absolutely love.
Not too wet, not too dry.
No. You want the two together?
Yeah, that'd be phenomenal. How about you describe it in your own words?
Well, this is what I really got the accordion for, because I love this sound.
That's a single reed. And what about the musette? Oh, it's just beautiful on its own. Oh, and there we have that wave added in. Oh my wow.
And you hear that the wave is exactly the same on each note.
Tuned to perfection. No differentiation.
If I'm playing softer. The wave between the two. It's very similar to how they would tune a pipe organ. If you have two stands of pipes that are identical, and they're tuned identically. But then one of them is either tuned slightly sharp to the original pipe or a little flat to it. But what they've done with the accordion, with this particular reed set, is just beautiful.
Can't be beat. They're musettes. Wow.
It's just beautiful, absolutely.
Let's hear this custom Imperial aqua color, kind of a beautiful blue. Marconi 2 model. This is once again an Ortino button accordion. However, it has only one key, EAD. Now what it makes up for is it has a bassoon reed, 3 reeds on the right hand, versus that it has 2 reeds but 2 keys. Let's hear the difference. A bassoon on the button box, quite different. You never heard this tone out?
No. Are these, Ryan, are these diatonic or are these, how are they?
Chromatic. These are a true diatonic, correct? So you have diatonic and chromatic and semi-chromatic. You see my half chromatics, right?
Right.
From Slovenia.
Right.
This is a single tone in and a different tone in and out, so it's diatonic. 1 note in, 1 note out on every key. No gleichtons. True Tex-Mex Ortino fingering. Then I'll push. Changes every button. Hear how light I play that? I'm going to take my hand off the bass strap.
Well,
Gravity gives it sound. It's so
something's
responsive.
tight. That's very tight.
Yeah, it's amazing. Let's show them how tight yours is. I'll be like, oh, I'm not going to wreck it. I know how to do this. Can't even budge.
You can't even budge that.
It moves on his shoulders barely. He hasn't adjusted just so.
And that's
And
what
the
you,
accordion doesn't even move.
and that's what you want. That's
Go
what
really
you want.
hard you want it. Let's hear the bass reeds on this baby. This is a custom order.
Okay,
In fact, I did the bass reed installation for Imperial,
okay.
as these do not come with bass reeds standard from Italy. Very deep, right? For not being a helicon, it's still got a lot of body in it.
Right.
Is your minor just not a helicon? It would be up there on a Slovenian steps. Another minor on this one, it's in and out, a little bit different. So you have your E row, set of buttons. In your middle row, A and D. Then there's duplicates for the different chords. Let's hear a little polka.
The nice thing about that too is that when you play them separately, I sense that it's balanced with the bass side to the treble side, that it supports what you're playing on the treble.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. You noticed that. Let's hear another feature that you've added to some of your accordions, not your current one, but what does Imperial offer here?
Well, you got these knobs that are on the front. Ryan has, I believe you installed them.
Correct, I did. As being a rack band
Microphones
impairment.
to electrify this if you're playing in a large venue. And
They're crystal clear. You've
crystal
had them
clear.
in one of your button boxes from our stock, and these are Sennheiser condenser pickups. Top of the line.
The best you can get, right?
Not the old style capsules that are this big. These are the old, brand new PC board style.
Right, and when he installed them, I can see that they look like original equipment on the accordion. They're in the right position. They're
No other
easy.
holes, very professional. In fact, I didn't create holes. I used the existing vents.
I see that. So you didn't disturb the beautiful finish on the accordion.
And this is onboard battery, unlike some brands. The battery's
Beautiful.
in the bass panel.
Beautiful.
Never has to be changed more than once a year if you don't use it a lot.
One more thing before you start playing. I'm looking at this beautiful color blue. It's like a turquoise. And then it's accented with this gorgeous silver. It really is stunning.
I noticed, and you probably did too, there's even rhinestones with the silver.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And on the names. The Hortense polka. A little more of a German influence to it, not as Mexican influence. It's more of a German influence to it. very sound of its own.
It's got a sound all itself. I can't compare it to any other button box I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's more of a,
It's
and truly these are not only a button box, they're a button accordion, correct?
Button-
The button box we think wood, right?
right, exactly.
And then we think of button accordion with the side,
Yeah, that's
and
gorgeous.
that's what kind of differentiates this.
Just beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And the silver, I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but the bling on here is also silver, and it's into the finish of the accordion itself. Just beautiful, with the little rhinestones coming out, which are flush mounted also, so that you'll never ever lose one. It'll never come out. Which
None of that monkey business
No,
from other brands that we run into sometimes.
right, they thought of everything.
They thought of everything, couldn't beat it.
Yeah.
Just beautiful instruments. Should we show them the big boy?
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt, they need to hear the big boy.
Without a doubt.
Our Centennial Soprani Artist 6.
You are.
I played it for you already. Tell them what you thought, your first impression.
Well, first of all, it sounded like an orchestra in the dining room here. The thing is, it's big, no question about that. It's got a sound that is unbelievable. If you thought my accordion here had a great sound, wait until you hear its daddy. This thing is just majestic sounding. It's so full and rich. You gotta play it.
Yeah, it's beyond words, right?
Yeah, it is beyond words. You gotta play
And if Jim could lift one, he would own one, right?
I
If you were
would.
20 years old,
yeah, that's why I got a small.
you wish you was
smaller
18
one.
again, like the song by Frank
Exactly.
Yankee that came to the end.
Wait until you see this instrument, though. It's really beautiful.
Oh, give her a whirl. Oh, talk about a big guy here, right?
Yeah.
28 and a half pounds, I believe. I have to double check the specs.
It's
But
not
it's
for the
worth
faint-
every pound.
Yeah, not for the faint of heart here.
Let's unsnap the bottom. There it is. The top. And remember I was talking about buy-in bass, right?
Yes.
Let's show them that there's a switch on here. Especially for the Balkan nations, the buy-in bass. It's a very unique, almost a Helicon-like sound. Every switch adds this different vibe.
Beautiful.
Keeps that low reed on. Changes the chord. That one mutes the bass, interesting. Mutes the bass. And there's 11 switches, plus buy-in bass combinations. This is the master buy-in bass, which is usually used with. Takes the piccolo out of the chord and takes the piccolo out of the bass. It's even deeper. At least it gives it that effect.
Very full.
And here's our standard stradella, correct? 120.
Yeah.
We'll disengage it. We hear the 8, the 4, and the 16 if we were talking organs.
Right.
16, 8, and 4 foot reeds. Or L, M, M, H. Or middle, high. Let's hear a song. I know you've been itching to hear another one.
Yeah.
Double tone chamber, which
Sure.
means the bassoon's in the chamber. Here's the bassoon. How hard am I playing? Watch my bellows, Jim. Barely touching it. There we get going. And with our Goodbye to Rome, D. Martin. We're adding that piccolo. Goodbye, goodbye, Rome. That's right. This accordion said goodbye to Rome and Castle Bernardo, hello to Wisconsin. Remember that song, the Tick Tock Polka? Tick Tock, that one?
Yeah.
What's your comment on
I'm sorry.
this? You had a little share up there.
Repeat that again.
You had to share a little something with us, I thought.
Oh, what was it? I forgot.
We'll clip that out.
refresh my memory.
It was something to do with the bassoon, right?
Oh,
The quality of the bassoon.
well, but you know, the thing that I noticed when you were playing, Ryan, was how
Yeah.
easily I was so engrossed in that, how your hands just glided over the keyboard. I mean, there's no you know, reaching and having to punch something that
The
goes down.
depth, yeah.
The key depth is perfect on these accordions. So if you're used to playing an instrument that, you know, when you're pressing key down and it goes down almost 3/4 of an inch, let's say, on a cheaper accordion,
Yeah.
it makes for a very slow playing. You can't play the runs like you just did. It's impossible.
There's something about these keys.
It's impossible.
And it still opens the valve far enough for a beautiful
Yeah.
sound. Let's hear that. What was the name of that tick-tock polka?
Tick-tock polka.
And Dean Martin called that tick-a-tee, tick-a-tay, you might remember. Dynamics,
Well, that's
top of
full.
all.
That is
You can talk over it, it still plays.
right.
Not most accordions. Now you can talk over it.
What Ryan just did was impossible on standard accordions today. What the Sonola has done is improved the keyboard to, it's the best.
It's amazing. Not only
It's the
Sonola, but Centennial Soprani, Imperial,
Yeah,
all
right.
the above. Any of
Right.
Maxime's
Any
products.
other Maxine product. They've taken this whole accordion to a whole different level.
Which is amazing.
If you're an accordion player,
I got this yesterday, I was telling you.
right,
I've never played a full-size accordion of this caliber,
yes,
and never will switch, I'm sure.
right.
Very
Any-
unlikely.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I was floored.
If you play accordion, and you would play this, or this, you would probably,
Never go back.
you'd never go back. It's just amazing what they've done.
Night and day.
The quality is absolutely supreme.
It is supreme and just
Yeah, it
superb.
really is.
How about we play them out of tune? I know I said I was going to clip that out for a while. I didn't leave that in there because I left you speechless. That's why you couldn't think of your thoughts, I'm sure.
That's just it. I mean,
It is.
you know, when Ryan was playing this now, and when he hit the
Master Pops.
master bar, it was like the whole room just filled with sound.
And that's just a big room, big grand staircase, dining room, all connected, big open concept, still fills it up.
Unbelievable.
Let's play them out with Omarie's ironing. All of you take lead.
Okay.
Omarie polka, yeah.